Might want to unmute myself. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me do this really quick. Let me. Hmm, Actually, I can just pull the link up from here. hmm And here we are. Okay. Since the last time we talked, we, you know, AutoGPT wasn't even being thought about. Maybe it was. Who knows? But ChatGPT was kind of like the king on the hill. But now there's a new king on the hill. Goes by the name AutoGPT. Now, what AutoGPT is, think of it as kind of like an additional layer on top of ChatGPT. And instead of you creating prompts to or ask questions to ChatGPT, AutoGPT will you create goals, right? And then Chat or AutoGPT uses whatever resources it has available to it to achieve those goals, whether it's running programs or accessing files or reading or writing to files or uh, using a web browser, so on and so forth. So now prompt engineering is pretty much dead. Not dead, but dying. Now we're at goal engineering. We will go through, if you all want, I can help you all set it up. And yeah, let me show you all. Hold on a second. Let me tuck my porn away. Give me one second. Let me clean everything up here. And present, share screen. And where is it? Why is Photoshop running? No, go away. Not that one. This one. There we go. Okay. And let's put. Okay, that's better. All right. So this is Visual Studio Code, an IDE, an integrated development environment that we're going to be using to run Auto GPT. Now, I already have mine configured. Um, Configured meaning your Google API, custom search API key, your OpenAI key, um, Pinecone API key, Hugging Face API key, um, so on and so forth. It's not hard to set up. It does take a little bit of effort, but it's not too hard. So let's go ahead and run something. Uh, we're going to go up to terminal. We're going to go to new terminal. And we're going to scroll down. I keep forgetting the command. The command, here it is. All right. Now you can use this with voice if you have 11 Labs, an 11 Labs API key, but we will not be using that. So we're going to get rid of the speak argument or speak parameter, um, and then we're going to run it. Okay. GPT 3.5 only mode enabled. The reason why we have that is because 3.5 turbo is a lot cheaper than 4. 4, it's literally like 1,000 times more expensive. Literally. I did have a bot running before called Artist GPT, where I was trying to make it create anime art. We're going to start anew. Okay. And we'll just move this and move this one out the way. Okay. So what do we want this bot to do? Let's say we wanted to. let's say I want to become an Instagram influencer. Actually, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. So Instagram GPT. Okay. Instagram is an API or an AI that strives L to become an Instagram influencer. Now it gives us up to 5 goals, and what these goals, or what the bot tries to do, is accomplish these up to 5 goals. So, create a create an online presence to which I can influence millions. Um, upload upload sexy photos, and then we'll put I'm a woman here. One more goal. Sell products. Sell products on my Instagram page. All right. We'll keep it at 3. Okay. And let's see where it goes from here. Let me move out a little bit. Whoops. Okay. So the very first command, I need to make sure the content I post is appropriate and aligns with my brand. I also need to make sure that the products I sell are legal and do not violate law or regulations. And it's going to go with browse website. As you can see there, the command browse website. And the arguments is Instagram.com question, how do I create an Instagram account? Hanging with Trey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Now, we're not in continuous mode. Continuous mode is bad practice. It can be expensive. You go to sleep, and because you still have to pay for API accounts with OpenAI. But we are going to let it run. We're going to let it run for 5,000 commands. And of course, we're not going to let it go for all 5,000 commands because it'll be here all month doing that. Actually, just do 500. And let's see where it takes us. So it's creating that dev tools listening. That's a Chrome browser. Now, keep in mind, I didn't tell her to do that. I didn't tell her to spin up an instance of Chrome, and now it's going to use that to surf the website. So, command browse website, answer gathered from website. Does not provide instructions on Instagram account. Now it's going to another website or another page within Instagram accounts / email sign up. So right now it's trying to figure out, how do I create an account, right? One of our goals, I think that was our first goal, right? Our first goal was to create an online presence to which I can influence millions. So goal 1, create an account. I'll need to start building an online presence. Again, that's our first goal. I should start by creating an Instagram account and posting some photos. I also need to think about what kind of content I want to post and sell, as you can see here. Okay. Now it's surfing the net. This has internet access. Let's see. Still trying to create an account. It's going to get stuck on this part. We should probably create another bot because it's not going to be able to create an Instagram account. I think Instagram requires a phone number, if I'm not mistaken. Right now it's essentially we should create like an image bot. Trey, do you have an idea? Give me an idea for a bot, business related, anything. Give me an idea for a bot because it's not getting past the first goal, and that's creating an Instagram account. It doesn't have the resources to create one. Maybe it does, and I just can't think of it. But I do want to illustrate the steps that it's going through. Um, is actually going. Let's see, guide, file name, Instagram creation and guide. Did it download that? It did not. Still surfing around on the internet. We could probably create. Well, this is pretty good at scraping too. I think it actually uses Selenium for the scraping. Um, let's see. Still surfing around on the internet. Yeah, it's not getting past. It's not going to be able to get past this point. If you wanted to, I guess you could supply it with username and password. I will use search files to check to see if I saved any instruction on how to create one. You did not. Directory that's in the current working directory. Whenever you download files from AutoGPT, it will go into this folder, AutoGPT workspace. And since it did not download anything, it's not going to find anything there. Now you can give it shell access to your entire computer. That is not a good idea. First of all, you shouldn't be running this outside of a Docker container. Docker container is kind of like a sandbox, a virtualized environment to where it can't actually hurt your computer. Um, but I'm just going to avoid that because I don't want to deal with Docker right now. Okay, let's go ahead and stop. We'll create another bot. As soon as it starts typing again, I'll press control. There it is. Okay. All right. Let's do another bot. Let's say, how, actually, same command. And we'll create from scratch. So we press no. We'll say, hmm. Let's see if we could do an Indeed bot. So we'll say Indeed GPT and um, auto apply to as many customer service jobs as possible using Indeed and other job posting sites. Okay, goal one. We won't say create an account through Indeed. I think you can apply without an account. We'll see. Search Indeed.com for remote customer service roles. Um, and apply service roles. Apply to those roles by using a auto-generated resume and cover letter. Yeah, let's see how far that goes. All right. Let's see if we get past goal one this time. All right. Search Indeed, browse website. So it's spinning up a browser. Actually, I have to let it give it permission to continue. So we're going to do 5,000 commands. I'm going to start up a browser instance. Yep. Indeed.com. Command website answer gather for the text mentions trending searches for remote work, including customer service representing the roles, but does not provide specific information on how to search. All right. Now the command browse website, and then now it's on Indeed.com. Search for um, remote customer service roles, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, you know what we could do? What we could do is now it's cranking up Selenium. If you see this part right here, the web driver. Now, Selenium is kind of like automation framework for creating bots. What we could do is we can just scrape the website for um, remote CSR positions that pays a certain amount of money. Yeah, we could do that manually with their search items, but we could go, 50 and 100 pages deep. We don't have to stop at just 5 or 10. Indeed.com jobs question, search for remote customer service role using the keyword remote customer service. Okay. All right. That is the response from the on our browser. Okay, I see what it's doing. So it's using the Chrome browser, and it's getting this. It's using dev tools to get the response back from the server. Got it. Okay. Browse website. Return. Okay. Okay. Question. I hope it's not in the loop. Sometimes it may get into a loop where it'll just repeat itself over and over and it never gets out of it. Sometimes it may ask itself the same question 5 times. You just have to give it time. That's why we use 3.5 and not 4, because 4 is really expensive. Okay. Still looping. I'm going to give it about 3 more iterations and then we'll cut it off. I wonder, yeah, you could use it as a scraper, but on Instagram, oh, maybe, hold on a second. Hold on. Maybe I can use this as kind of like search for a niche um, in Instagram, and then just download pictures and stuff with that niche. It's thinking it's still in the loop. I think it's because you could only go so far in Instagram. Excuse me, in Indeed without logging in. Yeah, yeah. Summary to memory. All right, 2 more iterations. You could use this to scrape sites for keywords if you want it, or at least on the surface. As okay, so it changed it. Jobs, customer. Oh, there it is. There's a search link. So we know this all too well that now we're actually getting to search results. You search filters to narrow down. There you go. Took a while. Took a little while to get there, but it got there. Let's see where it goes from there. Still using Selenium to interact. It is actually creating a Python file to create a resume, execute Python file, but it doesn't exist. I will create a Python script to generate auto-generated resume and cover letter that highlights my skills and experience. This is goal number 2. I will use Python package docx to create a resume and cover letter template that I could fill with my information. All right. Now, again, when it creates files, it's going to show up in this AutoGPT workspace folder. So when it's done, it should show up there. It will show up there. Okay. Use a Python package Selenium to automate the process of applying to jobs on Indeed. Now we're talking. Please don't loop. Uh-oh. I'll use the OS package to create a directory to store the job application information. All right. So it's creating a Python script to access the file directory um, to create the text file. And again, that would be in the workspace folder. And it's actually going to create a document, a Word document. Now, again, we're using 3.5.4 because at this point, 4 would probably charge like $3 at this point. But 3.5, we can pretty much run this all month long and it won't cost like $10. I will use a time package to keep track of the time it takes to apply to each job and include this information in text file. Oh, I didn't think about that. Keeping track of the time it takes to apply to each job will allow me to evaluate my efficiency and make improvements to my job application process. Whoa. I did not think about that. It's timing itself. Okay. Use the SMTP lib to send follow-up emails to the companies. What? I didn't ask for that. I will use the pandas package to create a spreadsheet to track the jobs I applied to. What? Oh, I want to see this through. I want to see if it actually creates these files. I will use the Selenium package to automate the process of applying a customer service job. Yep. Beautiful Soup to script the job posting from Indeed. Okay. Okay. I like where it's going. I will use the Pi Auto GUI package to automate the process of filling out job application on Indeed and blah. Okay. I will use the pandas to organize and keep track of the job posting. I don't know what Pi Auto GUI has to do with. Maybe that's a part of Selenium? I don't know. Oh, please don't start looping now. Logging into my email and setting up, well, you're not gonna be able to do that. I haven't given you my login information. Now, when you put this into like a Docker container or into a virtual machine, then yeah, you can set up all of this stuff, give it login credentials, which you should change immediately after, and then just let it go to work. Hey, Alice, how's it going? Right now, I'm trying to. No, Auto GPT is trying to figure out a way on how to apply for jobs. Pandas to keep track of the jobs. You already said that. Selenium. Auto GPT, Alice, by the way, is a layer on top of Chat GPT. But basically, it prompts itself. We're not feeding it prompts. So prompt engineering is dying. Goal engineering is what's in. You create up to 5 goals, and Auto GPT will utilize whatever resources it has available to it to uh, to solve those um, or to achieve those goals. Use the request packages to send automated follow up emails to companies. Okay. Now the great thing is, maybe not so great, but it's not going to be able to log into any email server because we haven't given it credentials. Nor does it have access to an email server or our personal email address, so it can create one. But here's what we're going to do this weekend. I'm going to create a virtual machine. I'm going to. Um, I really want to understand ChatGPT more. Absolutely, Alice. Ask away. What questions you got? I'll be more than happy to answer them. This weekend, I'm going to create. I'm going to do an email server. I'm going to create a. Actually, we can use the Bradley Miller Indeed account um, and some other stuff, and then we're just going to let AutoGPT just have at it. To request automated follow up emails. Okay, because I do want to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Right now, it's not stuck, but it's still in the portion of trying to figure out what packages it needs to create this Python script, which it is looping. It's looping around different libraries, but it's been looping around those for like I will use the PyAuto GUI package to automate the process of clicking buttons and filling out forms on job postings. So this does, if you're a developer and you want to create like a bot solution, a static bot, not like Chat GPT or Auto GPT, then it's giving you like great ideas on libraries that you would need on how to go about doing this. Use the request package to send HTTP requests to job posting sites to retrieve job postings. Okay. How exactly to get this to work for me? Okay, Alice. Are you on a computer now? Because I will help. I will walk you all through setting this up if you want. It does take a little bit of effort. It's not hard. You will have to download a few things, quite a few things, and you will have to look up, uh, you know, uh, get some API keys. Takes a little bit of effort, but it's not. It doesn't hurt, and it's free unless you've already used up all of your OpenAI credits. They give they gave me $18 to start off. I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm not. I'm at work right now. I'll come back this weekend. Absolutely, absolutely. I would say it takes about, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes to set up. Um, yeah, yeah, it's stuck because it's not doing anything. That's unfortunate too. I mean, I could let this run out for another 100, 200 queries and see if it goes anything. There are conspiracy theories that OpenAI is doing this intentionally to run up API costs. Maybe, um, but we'll end it here. We'll end the bot here, anyways. So we'll Control C, and when it's done thinking, it'll abort. Okay. All right. So let's start up. Alice, give me an idea for a bot. It can be anything. Anything about anything. Give me an idea for a bot. What day and time will you be back over this weekend? I don't want to make promises because it's the playoffs. Uh, whatever day Golden State isn't playing, and I know they're playing tonight. Matter of fact, yeah, they probably starting at 10. Give me an idea for a bot. I'll let you all know later on. Let's see tomorrow. Resumes. We just got done doing resumes. Let's see. Well, okay. Let's say profile. Um, okay. Let's do this. All right. Now 3.5 is actually pretty good at this stuff. It's not math or anything. It's okay. No worries, Alice. Okay. So let's say resume writer GPT. Okay. And an AI design to create a profile for people interested, um, or for people looking to get into a certain field. JC, how's it going? So kind of like if y'all remember, that was like a few months ago, where we was creating profiles. Everything you essentially a profile is everything that you would need to get a job within a certain industry. So uh, let's say um, do research on what it takes to get into the uh, healthcare management field. Create a candidate profile, um, which includes resumes, cover letters, um, sample job history, skills, um, day in the life, all one word. Thank you so much, Alice, because this is actually useful. Day in the life, day in the life, routines. What else? Uh, methodologies, workflows. Yeah, workflows. Job workflows, even though that's the same thing as methodologies. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? What else? Um, interview tips. Uh, interview talking points, so on and so forth. And we'll just keep it there since goal two is a lot. So now we don't have to worry about logging in issues. This will probably, if off the top of my head, this will be Google searching based. And hopefully, I should have told it to save all of my findings to a damn file. Damn it. All right, browse website, bls.gov, management, medical, and okay. All right, so we're going to go for 5,000 commands. All right, so it's spinning up a browser. Again, it's using Chrome with DevTools enabled, and then it's sending requests and logging the results, or uh, it's requests and something else, responses. Okay. Twitter is using Selenium. Job requirements for healthcare management typically include bachelor's degree, blah, blah, blah. Browsing website, BLS. So one of the best practices I'm seeing now is print all your findings in a text file because otherwise it's going to be stuck in the console. That's fine. We'll know better next time. Okay. Gather from website the skills required include analytical skills, communication skills, attention to detail, leadership skills, technical skills. And then, of course, we could format it however we want. What does BLS stand for? Let me see. BLS.org or BLS.gov. All right, so BLS.gov. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay. Okay. Answered, gathered. See, right now it's doing everything we want, but we don't have it in a presentable output format like a bullet point list or a file. Now, if you're willing to do the work, then of course you could just copy and paste the entire output. What is that? Writing to a file is writing something. Uh, Sample job history dot text. Command right to. Okay, good, good, good. All right. So again, whenever AutoGPT writes to a file, it's going to be in this AutoGPT workspace. We throw that down. Sample job history. Healthcare manager, XYZ, hospital. So this is 3.5, not 4. So it follows that format. Plan, direct, and coordinate medical. So this is awesome because now it does everything that I wanted to do in one step. Skills list, analytical communication, blah, blah, blah. Basic stuff. Job history. Um, okay. And file logger is what's created by AutoGPT. What files it created, operations, so on and so forth. Uh, but yeah, this is good. Kind of generic, but again, that's where it comes down to fine tuning your goals uh, on what you want to achieve. Oh, don't start that sneezing stuff. Okay, so it's adding more skills. File has already been updated. And there's a cover letter. It's writing a cover letter. Thank you, Alice. As you can see, is written out cover letter there in a text file, cover letter dot text, and we can again go to our workspace folder. As it's not, it has it's there's no it's not word wrapped, but there it is. Okay, let's create our cover letter. A day in a life. Okay, so in a day in a life, routine, as you can see up here, 7 o'clock, arrive at work and check emails. 8 o'clock, meet with the department heads to discuss daily operations. 9 o'clock, review financial reports and budgets. 10 o'clock, meet with staff to discuss any issues or concerns. 11 o'clock, attend meetings with other healthcare managers. 12 o'clock, lunch. You got an hour lunch, review and update policies and procedures. Yeah, an entire thing. Again, it's kind of generic, but again, that's where it goes down to goal engineering. What was that? Communication skills? Did it give us another cover letter? I'm ready to express. Maybe it did. I have to check the replay. But it's working. I want to do a portfolio for a couple of different jobs. I have a list at home. Okay. Now, wouldn't that be something if AutoGPT could create your own portfolio? your entire portfolio. One day, but not today. This is auto. Whoa, it's writing a lot of files. Day in the life. Maybe it's repeating. Check emails, meeting department. Blah, blah, blah. It's a little different. See, one of the okay, this is one of those things where if you wanted to append to a text file, because right now it's overriding the text file, and I don't want that. Um, you would have to tell it explicitly to not overwrite files. You would have to append to it. So yeah, and you wouldn't have that error. Yep. So we have multiple examples of day in the lives in the files instead of just one. But yeah, Alice, there were some game developers 2 days in trying to get AutoGPT to create a game for them. Didn't get very far because one, even if you're going to use Selenium, um, it one one AutoGPT has to see and it can't see; it's blind. Um, and two, even when if you can get it to see, and that's one of the features that they're working on, like computer vision. Even if you can get it to see, you would have to be able to. Um, well, actually, you can get it to see through Selenium, um, but that's not the subject. Even if you can get it to see, you have to get it to learn how to use the program. And when you get it to, once you learn how to learn it, teach it to use the program, then you have to know how to get it to program, actually create the program, like programming program. Um, so yeah, it's just multiple challenges, but it's certainly worth the investment because if you're talking about creating 3D models, having Auto GPT, let's say one day I get mark my words, one day before the end of this year, there's going to be a group of programmers that's going to be able to create a video game just by creating goals in Auto GPT for sure. Now, how they go about doing that, I don't know if Selenium is powerful enough. Um, Off the top of my head, you will have to at least use Selenium for bot creation. You will have to give it shell access, admin shell access, which is a bad idea. You just should not be giving a computer a bot complete access over your system, henceforth virtual machines, um, and so on and so forth. As far as portfolios, Alice, what kind of portfolio, or rather, what is the portfolio consisting of? Or rather, no, a better question would be for what job industries, if you don't mind saying. Yeah, right now is looping, writing those text files, which is what our final goal is, right? To to do the research and then come up with the files. So yeah, it did that. It came up with the resume, skills list, job, a sample job history, um, uh, skills list, skills. Okay, training, professional development, analytical, staff management, evaluation, day in the life from open to close, our cover letter. So pretty much everything. So now it's going on Indeed to get more information. Okay, I thought it was in a loop. All right. Tutoring jobs. Okay. Hmm. A portfolio on a tutoring job. How would actually, you know what? That's something that let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that. As soon as it's done thinking, I can abort. Okay. So let's go ahead and delete all these files here. It's kind of generic. So for something like profile creation, I would definitely use GPT-4 for more specific and better responses because 3.5 is going to get you that generic stuff. All right, so let's go again. We will call this, we're going to create a whole new bot. And we're going to call this portfolio GPT. Okay, portfolio GPT is an AI designed to create sample portfolios. Okay. Goal number one, um, create a portfolio or create a sample um, in depth. Again, I don't know if G point 3.5 really shines it, but we're going to try it. In depth sample portfolio for tutoring. Okay. Um, create suggestions on career advancement and tutoring. Maybe redundant, but we're gonna put it anyways. Uh, writes all findings in a text file. Um, always and to the end of the file or create a new file. Never overwrite. Existing files. All right, let's go. Going to create a browser instance, I'm sure, or not. I think I should start by analyzing the current state of tutoring portfolios to get an idea of what is currently being done and what can be improved. So it is searching for, why is it searching for a tutoring portfolio folder in the workspace folder? Why? How did you come to that conclusion? I think probably is seeing if I actually had something there to get an idea, start locally and then span out to the internet. Again, we're going to go 5,000 commands. I do like that though, that we don't have to explicitly tell it. I don't know how I came up with that name. Well, no, see tutoring portfolios. No, you're not going to find anything there. And you're not going to be able to access it because I didn't give it system access. Execute Python. Now, okay. Now y'all see what it's doing now. Now it doesn't have access to where is it? C portfolios. Does not have access to that folder. It doesn't exist. So it's trying different ways to get there. And then execute Python, create directory. Okay, if it's going to create a directory, fine. I thought it was trying to do something else, something borderline nefarious. Create a directory using Python, and again, everything will go in this workspace, and it did create it. It created a Python file. make directories, tutoring portfolios. It created that Python script. It hasn't executed it yet. Actually, it just did. It just executed it with this command here. It can't be successful because it's not there. Execute a file in workspace. Blah blah blah. There's the full directory. Could not. Let me see. Could not run the script in a container. If you haven't already, please install Docker. Okay. Sorry to been updated. Execute file. It's still trying to execute the file. Please don't get stuck on here. Don't tell me we're gonna trip and fall on our face right out the gate. Why would you need to create? Oh, it's creating a directory so it can. I told it to put all its findings um in files. So now it's creating a directory. It's trying to create a directory so it can put all the files. Oh, gotta watch what you say. And now it's gonna get stuck writing this damn. It's trying its best to create a folder called tutoring portfolio so it can put all its files in there. Even though I didn't tell it to create a folder, it reasoned that's the best way of doing things. Now that the Python script is created, I can use the execute file. Yeah, it's not going to run. Cannot run the script in a container. You're not in the container. But I haven't given it executable access. And I certainly haven't given it admin access. So it's going to be stuck here. We're going to give it 20 more iterations. 20 more. And if it can't get past this part, then I'll just have to do it over. It's annoying. It's not perfect. And it's going to try, the thing I love is that it's going to try absolutely everything possible. It's going to try everything possible to create that damn folder. Uh huh. It's stuck. We'll leave, matter of fact, let's just end it here. We'll give it one more iteration and then we'll start it over. Yeah, it's stuck there. Never going to get past that. Wow. When does it stop? After 5,000 commands. You remember the I told her to give it. I gave it. You could put it on continuous, but you don't want to know where it leads to. I've heard there's been a couple of nightmare stories about some dumbasses giving it complete system access, and then somehow the bot, there it goes from trying to find porn to how did it create these folders. I didn't tell it to do that. Why did it create half of my hard drive? Why did it delete half of my hard drive? I didn't tell it. I sure as hell didn't tell it to do that. No, do not give bots complete access to your system, please. All right. Let's see. Okay. Go Twitter. Nothing. Create end up. Okay. Describe your, for example, blah blah blah. AI design create example. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's go again. Nope, we're gonna start new. And we're gonna delete the folders in our workspace folder. All right, and it's gonna be portfolio. GPT, uh, an AI designed to create sample portfolios. All right. So create, uh, do research and create a portfolio for a tutor or for tutoring. Gotta be careful with my words. All right. And we'll just leave it at that. All right. You never give a bot complete system access. You're asking for trouble. All right. So right off the bat, browse this website at thoughtco.co, how to create a tutoring portfolio. All right. So Alice, this is where after every command it's going to ask you if you give it authorization to run its next command. So that's what it's asking me now. So Y for yes, N for no, and you press N for no, then it will exit the bot. Damn, I missed it. No, we're still here, Adrian. So I'm gonna click yes, but then next I'm gonna click yes for the next 5,000 commands. We will not be here for 5,000 commands, I assure you. But I just random number. Dev tools. So this is again the headless Chrome browser using dev tools to send requests and receive responses from the server. And it uses Selenium to navigate that browser. Okay. Browse the website, varsitytutors.com, which should be included in a tutoring portfolio. Okay. Answers gathered. The text does not provide information what should be included in tutoring portfolio. Discusses various educational topics and provide information about varsity tutors. Okay, so it's going to go to another website, thoughtco.com. Why didn't it start with Google? You're welcome, Alice. That's what that like. Why didn't it just start there? I should probably next time I should probably just start off with that. It would certainly save on API cost. Oh, now it wants to ask Google. Google services or Google Tag Services.com. Okay. Hmm. What should be included in the tutorial? I guess Varsity Tutors is. I don't know how I came up with that. This reminds me of DAS. Or you mean DOS? Yeah. No, DOS is DOS, but close enough. Don't tell me it's gonna get looped around these two websites. I shouldn't have to tell it to start off with Google. We will if we have to, though. Unrecognizable feature. So this is the responses getting back from the web server. Uh-huh. I mean, if we were to fine tune our goal prompt, It would certainly take more than 5. Um, all right, we're gonna give it one more chance, and then we're gonna go one more time. We're gonna start off with Google because Tutors is not going to give us the answer we're looking for. One more chance. Okay. What is a tutoring portfolio? Okay. One more time. Google this time. I'm learning a lot too because knowing what you can't assume anything with computers. All right. So no, a portfolio, GPT, an AI designed to create sample portfolios. Okay. Start Google on on search Google for sample portfolios and um, learn what a good actually we should say good tutoring. What a good tutoring portfolio contains. What about preparing income taxes? All right, right after this one. Good portfolio contains create a sample portfolio. Terrible, but let's just get some going. What about preparing taxes, Alice? Because that could take us down many roads. Start by searching Google. Okay, good. Google.com, search tutoring. Okay, got it. So much more. Okay, so again, why 5,000? Okay. And we're spinning up our browser again. Google.com, search. The text does not specifically mention key components of a tutoring portfolio. It only provides samples and guidelines for creating a teaching portfolio. Okay, searching Google again. Mm-hmm. Key components of a tutoring portfolio. Good, 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 good. Okay. Provide a specific list of key components for, but it does provide several scholarly articles. And all right, I'll need to analyze the articles. All right. I need to ensure I'm not spending too much time on research. I am using the information I gather efficiently. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Create a list of key components. What a good tutoring portfolio should. Okay. All right. Now I wonder if it's going to spin up Selenium. Now this is where GPT-4 would do better. Now list of components. Okay, I need to ensure that the tests I write are comprehensive, that they cover all of the key components I have identified. Okay. All right. Write tests. Where are you writing to? I don't know where write test goes to. Here's an example return value for the given function signature focus area. Def to. Are you creating a program? You are creating a program. You're creating a Python program, but you're creating a test for it. So what comes next? Pretty much. So pretty much, ChatGPT can do whatever we want. Not everything. I would say right now in his maturation process, I would say it's kind of like a 12-year-old at this point. Because right, like up here where it says writing test, like why are you writing a test? All we got to do is do research. Why are you writing test? You're writing tests for a program that doesn't exist, and you're not even writing it. Oh, never mind, never mind, never mind. Hush your mouth, Kenny. So it was writing tests for a Python program, and this is the Python program. Now I don't know what the hell it plans on doing with the Python program when I explicitly told it to just do research and then spit it. Come here. Personal statement, teacher philosophy, resume, sample lesson plan, student feedback, colleague feedback, reflections on. Oh, what is this? This portfolio showcases my experiences and skills as a tutor and includes my. I don't know why you're creating a Python program though. Personal statement, teacher, blah blah blah. I am a dedicated, experienced tutor with a passion for helping students. I my philosophy. Oh, oh, so much more. Uh, it will for me when I get my hands on. ChatGPT can write a book. I don't see why not. Insert resin. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is it? It's creating a program to do something, but I don't. I see what is writing, but I don't know what it's trying to do. Insert colleague feedback here. You don't need to create. Okay, I'll just let it ride. It will for me. Yeah, we could do that next. Try to have it write a book. But yeah, Chat GPT killed the essay. Auto GPT kills a dissertation. Matter of fact, uh, Adrian, give me an idea of a dissertation or a book that you want me to write. Write to file name, sample. See, I don't understand why it's creating a Python program. We could just write to a document. What is this? In that case, I'll list all available. What? Before I could determine my next command, I need to know what task would you like me to perform. Could you provide? Is it talking to another bot? Did it create an agent up here? Write to file, write tests, write to file, write test, write to file. So it did create another bot because if it says um it would say like agent created or something as far as the command, but it hasn't done that. But I am glad to see like all the commands that it could take spat out like that. The following AI couldn't output couldn't be converted to JSON. I apologize, but I'm unable. I'm sorry. I still cannot determine your next command. Oh boy, we might be stuck. The bots are not listening already. Yeah, it's stuck. Please fix it. I'll give it about 5 more iterations. Uh-oh. It wasn't supposed to tell on itself. Like this is supposed to be abstracted from us. That's supposed to tell us what commands is available. I think it's done. Let's see if we can get up out of it. All about crypto. Dissertation or book? And what specifically to crypto? Because that could take us down one hell of a rabbit hole. Because what Auto GPT will do, if you don't specify it, it will try to pull up every single facet of crypto that is possible. I want the boys to give me six lotto numbers, or it'll give you six lotto numbers. It may not be winning lotto numbers. Book and Bitcoin. Okay. All right. So what do you want the book to be about? Or do you want Auto GPT to do that for you? Yeah, it's stuck. All right. But it was very interesting though. It was doing what I asked, but it not in the format. This portfolio showcases my experiences and skills as a tutor. It includes example of my work, feedback from students and colleagues, and reflections on my practice. So probably at this point, if it's gonna do, I meant bots, they can do it. Okay, Bitcoin bots. Okay. Personal state. Oh, you meant book on bots or a book on Bitcoin or a book on Bitcoin bots? So yeah, I'm assuming it's probably thinking. I don't know. I don't know. It's just interesting though, but it wouldn't be too much to ask for to do that manually. Just put that into the Word document. Okay, we'll do one more, and then I gotta watch the playoffs because Golden State is playing tonight. Okay, no Bitcoin. All right, all right, all right, all right. New bot. All right, so we'll call this book created GPT, and this is an AI design to write a New York best selling book. Um, yeah. Goal number one. Going to watch the replay. Okay. Goal number one. Do write a book about Bitcoin. Write in award winning book about Bitcoin. Okay. Must be at least 50 pages. Actually, no. Make it 500 pages. That's going to be our only goal. See where it takes us. Now, if it done, I wonder if it could take us to like the dark web. Wikipedia, okay. What is Bitcoin and what is this history? Oh, okay. We're starting from ground zero. All right, so yes, 50,000 commands. I'll let it run and then send it to me. Okay, spinning up the browser. It's headless browser. Hmm. Come on. Hmm. Oh, it must be a lot of information on that Wikipedia page. It sure is. Damn, it is Bitcoin. What I do love about this is that it's seeing the text length and is breaking it up into chunks and is summarizing each chunk. Now that's exactly what I want to accomplish with like PDFs and it's and creating like new strategies and stuff from the PDFs I already have. So I need to figure out on how I'm going to tap into that because it's summarizing what 12 yeah 12 chunks of 10,702 characters. Or no, each chunk is different length, but it's 140 characters, 140,000 characters. People can't find a use for this, huh? Okay. I can't wait to rewatch this from scratch. Summarize 12 chunks. All right. I can't wait for AutoGPT to make my dissertation. That I can't wait for. Free and easy money. Bitcoin and decentralized digital currency. Okay. Now that I have a basic understanding of Bitcoin and history, I'll look into the current state of Bitcoin and potential future. Coindesk.com. What is the current state of Bitcoin and what is potential future? Okay. Spinning up another browser. I should have it. I forgot to have it put as references. That's okay though. This is 581,000 characters. See, this alone, this function right here, what it's doing now, where it's going to a website and then taking everything off a page. I don't know how deep it's going in terms of like page numbers, but it's being able to break things down and summarize like this in Chat GPT. All these are separate prompts. Now imagine if this is GPT-4. Like that's 3 cents a prompt. Please send that to me. Like, how do we print that out? So the only way you can print it out, I don't know if write findings to a file works. Because last time I tried that, it got the first thing it tried to do was try to create a directory and it got stuck on that. But you could, if you want to do it manually, you could just select the text inside the terminal and just put that in a Word document or whatever. Um, but Adrian, we are gonna this weekend. Let's no, we're gonna make it Sunday. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it Sunday. Matter of fact, hold on. Is Golden State playing on Sunday, or are they playing on Saturday? Please let it be Saturday. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. This functionality right here to break down the entire book down into chunks and summarize. That's what I want for my PDFs. Push 3. No way. No way. We'll get to that later. Uh, GSW Kings Game 4. Game 4 is played on Sunday. God damn it. Um, GP2 is out for game 3 with general illness. What the hell is going on? Oh man, they're gonna need a miracle to win tonight. Anywho, all right. So it is on Sunday, but it's an early game. So Sunday evening, let's say I don't want to step on two chicks' toes. So let's say 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Sunday. I couldn't do it on Saturday anyways because I have my classes. So 7 o'clock Sunday evening Eastern Standard Time. We'll do I'll show you all how to set this up. Now, you will need a computer. It's not something that you can do on your phone. And it does take a little bit of effort. So you will need to download a few things. You will need to sign up to OpenAI. So if you have not signed up to OpenAI, go ahead and do that. As far as like the Google search, custom Google search, I don't know if you need that. We'll see. We'll see. But Sunday, 7 p.m. Yeah. Hopefully I'm in a good mood because Golden State could be swept by end of Sunday. I'm gonna be in a bad mood. Hopefully not. Oh wow. It is summarizing all of this stuff. How can I get this bot to do this with my PDFs? This is exactly the kind of functionality I need for all my PDFs. And it iterated through every single chunk summarizing. Unrecognized feature, attribute reporting. Well, the good news is that it's doing its research. There's no short there's no shortage of research. The problem is it's doing a lot of research. Man, I would be there as well. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Um I'd be losing if this was GPT-4, I'd be nervous because that these blocks is probably around $3 just for those prompts. Original try control not enabled. Yeah, I want everyone to utilize AutoGPT. Yeah. It's the next level. And now open source is starting to catch up. Their bots are starting to catch up. If we ever if we ever get an open source model like GPT-4 and it's free and you don't have to pay for API costs, I don't know if I ever leave the house again. I'd be creating so much stuff. Forget TV, forget video games. Can't forget school. That's necessary. Can't forget work. Need that. But everything else gathered from the website, the text does not provide a clear answer to the question. It primarily discusses the use of cookies and third party advertisement, hubs for serving relevant content, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Doing his research. What are some reputable websites to find articles and news related to Bitcoin? Good. It should be asking Google and not CoinDesk. Text length 581,000. Is that the same length as it was before? Thank you, Adrian. Thank you. This kind of stuff I can do all day. If we ever get an open source model like GPT-4, oh my goodness, Auto GPT, this will become this will become a machine learning channel because I could do 10-hour live streams of just this, doing research, coming up with new stuff, creating bots that creates bots. Forget it. My entire life will be consumed with creating bots and having bots do stuff for me. And GPT and 3.5 is actually very good at reading and comprehension. Very, very good at it. It's terrible at math. It sucks at math. But as far as reading, if you can get it to write notes for you dynamically, automatically, you don't need to read anymore. You can just have everything in Spark Notes or Cliff Notes format. So all those textbooks, all those 2,000 page textbooks that that are PDFs that are looking at you that you think you're gonna read, you don't have to read them anymore. That's coming by the end of the year though, for sure. Oh, um have y'all heard Elon Musk has finally thrown his hat into the AI market. He's going to call it Truth GPT. Truth GPT. And its mission statement or its purpose is to provide information that is true without bias. I don't know how he's going to do that. Without bias, without lies. The fundamental problem with bias is that as humans, we all have biases, if that's a word. We all have a bias, every single last one of us, when it comes to something, right? Whether it be brand loyalty or whatever. But the challenge is, well, if the AI or if the machine learning model is being trained by humans, and if humans have a bias, wouldn't it stand to reason that the bot have a bias? And that's what OpenAI is going through right now. Like its bot has a bias against, right wing, conservative Republicans, whatever. Right, and this was demonstrated early on. Tell me a joke about Donald Trump, and it wouldn't do that. But you could tell a joke about. Actually, no, it was the other way around. You couldn't tell a joke about President Obama or President Biden, but you could tell a joke about President Trump. Stuff like that. But yeah, that's the challenge. How do you eliminate bias from a model when it's being trained by a model, when it's being managed by, oh, excuse me, when it's being trained by a human, when it's being managed by a human, when it's being administered by a human? You can't. I believe it certainly would have a bias. A bias is one of many programs. Yeah, I don't know if y'all about a half a decade ago, Microsoft's first foray into AI. I forgot the name of the bot, but it was a Twitter bot. And so basically it was an account being ran by a bot. Uh and not even 5 hours into it, it was saying all kinds of racist and xenophobic and homophobic shit. Uh but that's kind of like it's not really a risk per se. But if you let a bot just go free, and I mean by, you're not trying to sway like its outputs, and this bot here is caught in doing massive research, um, massive research. Jesus, is it ever going to get out of the research phase and actually get the writing? That's the problem. It's doing a lot of research, not enough writing. Um, what was I saying? The bot. Yeah, it didn't take long. When you let bots go free, it's going to say something that offends people, and you have to draw a line in the sand. If you're gonna let it be, then let it be. If you're not, then you're just gonna be curating its outputs. You're gonna hard code some of its outputs. So yeah, that comes back on ethics. I'm not a fan of of ethics outside of don't don't give your computer system bot access or your complete computer system bot access, and certainly don't give your entire military infrastructure to control to a damn bot and end up with a Skynet scenario. No, don't do that. Short of that, and maybe some other edge cases that I can't think of right now. Short of that, let let bots be bots. Live and let live. Yeah, it's yeah. Uh, so Adrian, so now we know what happens when we want to write a book. It's going to do extensive research. Now, if I let this, what are some recent articles on CoinDesk related to Bitcoin? Uncaught. Abort error. The play request was interrupted by a call to pause. Now that's interesting. That is interesting. But yeah, it's doing. Yeah, it's. This is the kind of bot. Okay, so here's the takeaway for this. If you want to write a book, prepare to let it run for a week because this is going to be a while. It's still on Coinbase.com, but it hasn't gone anywhere. And I don't know how long these articles are. 115,000. No, wait. What was it? 500,000 characters? I did. You know what, Adrian? You know where I fucked up at? I did say 500 pages. I did say that. God damn it. I did say 500 pages. I did say that. Could you stop and start it? No, I can't because Golden State is starting to play right now. I wish I could, but I can't. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. Basketball. I'm a huge basketball fan. I know. I'm sorry. Um, I'll do it. We'll do it. We'll go again tomorrow night. We'll go again tomorrow night. We'll run some more bots. And we'll go from there. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'll see you tomorrow night, and we'll run some more bots.